What's up, Crypto Universe? This is a brand new series, a brand new episode called Unchained, where we give you all the use case and we talk about the blockchain in a very accessible, basic manner so that everybody who's not in crypto can understand and get in on the action. So today, we're going to talk about crypto lending platform called BridgeX. It's a local company, but hey, it may be Singaporean based. I know what you guys are thinking. Hey, you know this thing in Singapore? Really? But look, because the Singapore blockchain scene is bustling, and in case you guys are under a rock and you don't really know it, just check out the papers, the headline news. Crypto is a big thing right now. In fact, Temasek, or Vertex Venture, which is a subsidiary of Temasek, has just invested in crypto, actually invested in Binance, which is a crypto exchange platform. So crypto is going to be a big thing, and we are here to get you guys in on the action so that you don't get left behind. With us here in the studio today, we have Iris. Hello. Hey, say hi to everybody out there. So Iris is new to crypto. She has just dabbled in the crypto sphere for a bit, but she's going to be the voice of the community, asking the right questions, because really, where Malcolm and I come in, sometimes we take things for granted and we start talking about stuff, assuming everyone understands. Right?
You're excited about it as well, right?
So Iris is here to keep us in check and ask us the questions that you guys will ask.
Okay. My name is Iris. I'm 23 this year. I just graduated with a degree, and I currently do not hold any crypto. What I know about crypto, I just read about it on the internet, like websites, they say, oh, is Bitcoin dying? Or like, why is Bitcoin a scam?
So Malcolm, take it away.
Alright, so today we're going to talk about a project, very interesting.
Actually, my first question is, why are you so red?
I had a lot to drink, and apparently a lot of Asian people have something called Asian flush, where we don't have the enzymes to digest the alcohol fast enough, so we become really red. But as long as you don't drink too much, it's fine. For me, I only drank like a shot of vodka, and I'm like,
you can have another.
No more shots. Malcolm's not drinking more shots. So anyway, today we're going to talk about a project called BridgeX, and BridgeX is a lending platform. So basically, you can collateralize your crypto assets that you hold, put it onto their platform, and you can get a loan. And the loan can come in various forms such as cash or other kind of tokens. And you actually interact with a smart contract that allows you to store these tokens in the smart contract. And there's an escrow that actually protects the crypto only when you don't fulfill certain terms.
I'm going to stop you right there. I lost you at BridgeX. What is BridgeX? Yeah.
Custodian, smart contract.
Yeah, okay, it's a bit hard. So maybe I think the best person to introduce this project is one of the co-founders. So let me go get him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Chu from BridgeX.
Hi guys. So I'm the CSO of BridgeX Network, and it's an honor to be on Rock the Block Live.
Thank you for joining us, Nicholas. So you heard what Malcolm was trying to do to explain to Iris, and he used words like custodian, smart contract, tokens, and generally just lost Iris in translation. So you thinking you can do a better job explaining your project?
I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think very simply, we actually provide two big pillars in the financial system. It's gonna be peer-to-peer lending, which involves lending and borrowing, and cross-border payments and conversions, meaning that you can take your cryptocurrency, convert it to any fiat currency.
So like Sing dollars?
So like Sing dollars, US dollars, Indonesian rupiah. And then you can have this money sent to anywhere around the world, meaning that you can have this money deposited in a bank account.
Okay, so I can take my Bitcoin or my Ether and send it to US or
Sure.
Europe or
Yeah, you
something.
could convert it to any currency you want.
Okay.
And then you could make this cross-border payment to any of the 180 countries that we can send this money to.
Okay, I got that. So BridgeX allows me to send money, right?
Yeah. So you basically what we offer as a platform is the ability to lend. So you could lend money for an interest, to earn an interest.
Oh, okay.
You could borrow money. You could convert this crypto into any one of these fiat currencies, and you can make this payment out to any bank account.
Okay, sounds useful enough, I guess.
So I've got a question. Why do I need BridgeX that is offering me a solution that I can, let me talk about borrowing money, I can do that with banks. You talk about cross-border payment, I can do that with Union Pay. Like, why do I need your service?
Right. I think our target audience as a company is to target, I think, people who are cryptocurrency holders. So this is a service that we're offering to people that have who own cryptocurrencies and who are finding a way or a service to be able to deal with their cryptocurrencies in an easy manner. So I think in a sum of its part, it will be called cash management.
Okay, so if I have Sing dollars and I want to send Sing dollars to my friend in Ireland, and I don't have crypto, so I can't use BridgeX.
Yeah, then I think for this kind of situation, there are already a plethora of traditional services that enable you to do that.
Yeah.
But what we are trying to do over here is to bring, I think, the world of traditional services into the cryptocurrency sphere to allow people with cryptocurrency portfolios to have the same ease of access to credit and to the traditional world of fiat as all of us in the traditional world will already be accustomed to.
So Iris, you mentioned you have a friend in Ireland.
Okay, yes.
How would you send money to your friend in Ireland?
Use a bank account, you wire the money over, and then the bank will have to do a conversion into pounds, then he'll receive it after the conversion fees.
How long would that take?
3 days? Yeah.
Nicholas, how is that different from what you have?
Right, so I think in the traditional sphere, because these are already processes that have already been well established, those are the flows that work, in the traditional sphere. But in the crypto sphere right now, because you still see a very big divide, I think between all of us that own cryptocurrencies and then the traditional world of fiat and banking, we are there to actually bridge the worlds between cryptocurrency and fiat.
That's why BridgeX, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy,
Okay.
Yeah, but to give you a little bit more of an idea on how the process works, we're actually going to be taking these cryptocurrencies. We are going to then be converting them to fiat currency. Once we have that fiat currency, we're then going to take this fiat currency and make a cross-border payment to a bank account. So that could be done, as you said, via TT or via local payment channels.
Okay.
Because we've already been in the fintech business of FX conversions and payments for over 2 years, what we receive as a company is actually bulk FX rates.
Okay.
So you see, as a retail customer, you could be getting maybe like a 7%. So for every $100 you send, the bank might charge you, let's say, $7. But for us, because we are already in the business of remittance and cross-border payments, we actually get bulk rates from the bank, which means that our fees are going to be a couple of times cheaper, and we are going to be able to pass that on to customers. So you already see this in the fintech world, where fintech companies are already able to send monies globally and offer much cheaper rates than banks. And we are trying to extend this service into the crypto space to give crypto holders the same rates and service.
So you're going to take the crypto to convert it into fiat, and you're doing that via exchange?
Yeah, so I think a lot of people have drawn comparisons to over-the-counter kind of service providers, OTCs, and exchanges who are able to do crypto to fiat. I think where we stand is a standalone service. So meaning that we are not an exchange, we are not an OTC player, but what we are is a fintech remittance and payments provider.
Okay.
So how we actually do this is, right now, if you look at the current procedures, if you own crypto and you would like to, to encash your crypto for real money, right now you would have to either go through a crypto to fiat exchange, or you would have to go through an OTC. But right now the process is very cumbersome because there's still a lot of intermediaries. You first have to go to an OTC or an exchange to get your Ether converted into, let's say, the most popular currency now, which is US dollar.
Okay.
Once that conversion is done, it takes time for an OTC or, let's say, a crypto to fiat exchange like Gemini to send you the US dollars that you have converted. And once that is received into your bank account, you would then have to take this US dollar, make the FX conversion with your bank, and then give a standing instruction to the bank to send that out. So if you look at that process, it's very cumbersome.
Yeah.
What we allow people who own cryptocurrencies to do is to immediately give us a standing instruction that they want these money sent to a particular bank account in a particular currency. And it's on a single platform you're actually able to transact.
Okay.
And transact in a very transparent way. So in terms of fees, we also intend to offer spot rates for FX, which means that you get very, very little markup on your conversion fees. And for payment and for the international payment fees, because we, like I mentioned to you earlier, we get bulk rates, we're able to pass that savings on to a customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you understand all that?
Yeah, so he's saying that instead of a bank, he and BridgeX can help me transfer the money to my friend in Ireland with more competitive rates. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. As with what traditional fintech companies are doing and disrupting that, that traditional finance space.
So what about, you have a bank account.
Yes.
So what about people who are too young to have a bank account or those who are unbanked? Can they tap on this service that you have?
Yeah, I think this service also is very interesting because I think the whole reason, that I think cryptocurrencies exist and, the services like lending and these, FX conversions and payments, they, I think, allow a lot of people who have been, I think, excluded by traditional finance. Traditional finance, you would have to be enabled with some sort of spending power, and then the knowledge to know how to apply for a bank account, and then after that to have these money sent. But with cryptocurrencies, if you own them, they provide, I think, a more democratic platform to transact. I think this applies, with special reference to lending. I think with in the traditional space, when you want to take a loan, banks do look at things like your credit worthiness and things like assets that you have and stuff. And as a result, a lot of people actually don't meet the requirements that banks actually set. But I think in the crypto sphere, when you talk about lending, I think if we just look at a collateral-based assessment where we look at the assets that you have, it's much easier to gain access to a loan should you actually fulfill the standard compliance procedures, of anti-money laundering laws and, know your customer requirements. Yeah.
So I got one question then. Like, as a user, chances are most of what you just said just flew over my head because I'm just going to care two things. Is it easier? Is it cheaper than what I'm doing now with the banks?
Yeah, so I think because all our services are going to be hosted on a single platform, it gives you ease of use because you don't have to go through multiple intermediaries anymore. Everything is hosted on a single platform where you have the option to lend, borrow, convert your monies or send. And I think secondly, because of the competitive FX rates that we are able to provide, along with the bulk rates that we get that we can pass on as savings to our users, it's going to be both easier and cheaper to transact.
Nice.
Okay.
All the while being compliant with regulations.
Iris, this is the last chance you have to ask any questions because after this, you're going to look at the camera and you're going to explain whatever that he has said to you. Or rather, you're going to explain to everyone out there what BridgeX is. Any last words?
Okay, so if I would send money to my friend in Ireland, I'll have to create an account with BridgeX. And then I will transfer my money from my wallet into that account for you to convert it into fiat to send to the person in Ireland who will receive it in fiat.
That's it.
In his wallet, bank account?
Bank account.
Bank account. Okay.
Yeah, and that's actually just the payments aspect. Of course, for crypto, our crypto to crypto peer-to-peer lending marketplace, people who own cryptocurrencies, they're actually able to lend these cryptocurrencies out to earn an interest rate or to borrow cryptocurrencies in order to leverage on their existing portfolio to gain liquidity. And I think a very simple example of that would be, if you think the market is actually going to improve, you have 10 Bitcoin, but you would like to leverage on your 10 Bitcoin to gain access to more cryptocurrencies. You actually put your 10 Bitcoin up as collateral, and you probably will be able to unlock an additional 6 to 7 Bitcoin and margin trade on that.
Okay, so for people who trade.
There are both. implications to traders and to the common sphere. But yeah, but lending is no different actually from traditional lending, where you actually want to take out a loan. So I think for somebody like yourself, if let's say you held cryptocurrencies, but let's say you had a wedding next month, which you had to pay for some, interim expenses.
My dress.
Yeah.
Okay, my dress. Very expensive, $10,000.
I mentioned wedding because it's always relevant to a girl, right? Yeah, but and you think that cryptocurrencies are going to appreciate, over the next 5 years, and you don't want to actually sell them. So what can you do? You can actually collateralize them, take out a loan against it, and then you would be able to afford what you can afford on your short-term wedding expenses without sacrificing the upside of your cryptocurrency portfolio.
Then I pay like
and you pay, you would pay an interest rate on taking out this loan.
Okay.
And if let's say Bitcoin were to have appreciated by let's say 50% or 100%, but you were only paying an interest rate of let's say 10%, that will still be something that will be attractive to you because you get both short-term liquidity, but you still get the upside. You still get to HODL.
Okay, so Iris, if you're ready, the next part of the segment is all you, where you have to explain to our viewers what the hell is BridgeX.
I'll try my best.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nicholas and Iris. Thank you very much for watching. Up next, we're going to hear Iris tell you what BridgeX is.
Okay, BridgeX is basically a platform where I can take my cryptocurrency that I have to lend it to people to earn interest rates, or I can use it as a collateral to borrow more cryptocurrency. I can use it to I can convert it into fiat, and I can send cryptocurrency to people around the world or anybody. Yeah, that's what I know about BridgeX. Nicholas said that it's faster and it has less fees, so I'm going to trust him on that. If I have cryptocurrency, I would try it out. He says that it's easy, right? You just open an account with them, then transfer your crypto from your wallet to them, and they'll do everything else. That's what he said. Hi everybody, my name is Iris, and thanks for watching Rock the Block Live.